Good morning, students. Dear students, let's continue with the line by line explanation of chapter 3, that is deep water, second half of the chapter. When William Douglas was going downward in the pool for the second time, he was making a strategy that whenever he would hit the bottom, he would make a big jump and he would come out of the water just like a cork forcefully. But when he hit the bottom, he doesn't come out of the water at once. Instead, he came upwards slowly. He was afraid. He was crying for help. Continue. Then, strangely, there was light. He was able to see light. I was coming out of the awful yellow water. Awful means terrible. He was coming out of terrible yellow water. At least my eyes were. My nose was almost out. His eyes came out of water and his nose was about to come out of water. Then I started down a third time. Started down means started going down. For the third time also, he started going down. I sucked for air and got water. He wanted to breathe in air, but he was able only to get water. The yellowish light was going out. Going out means disappeared because he had entered the deep water once again. Then all effort ceased. Ceased means stopped. After that, he was not able to make any effort. I relaxed. He felt comfortable. Even my legs felt limp. His legs were feeling weak, extremely weak. Blackness swept over my brain. Blackness covered his brain because he was semi unconscious. It wiped out fear. As a result, his fear had gone. It wiped out terror. His terror was gone. There was no panic. It was quiet and peaceful. Quiet means silent. Nothing to be afraid of. He was not afraid. This is nice to be drowsy. Drowsy means feeling sleepy. He was feeling sleepy. To go to sleep. He wanted to sleep. No need to jump. He doesn't want to make a jump. Too tired to jump. Also, he was so tired that he was not able to make jump. It is nice to be carried away. Carried away means taken away by water. So he thought that he must be carried away by water. To float along in space. Float means swim. He thought that he must swim in the pool. Tender arms around me. Tender arms like mothers. He was feeling so comfortable that it appeared that he was in the tender arms of his mother. I must go to sleep. And he thought that he should sleep then because he had become unconscious. He thought that he was going to die. Only then William Douglas was able to know that death itself is not fearful at all. What we fear is the fear of death. And this is the theme of the chapter. William Douglas wants to give a message to the readers that we must face the challenges with determination and dedication, and death is not frightening. If we fear at every step, that is the saying that cowards die many a times before their death, but heroes die only once and they die a hero's death. Continue. I crossed to oblivion and the curtain of life fell. Oblivion means completely forgetful. After that, William Douglas forgot everything and he thought that he had died. The next I remember, I was lying on my stomach beside the pool. Beside means by the side. Next, whenever he got consciousness, he was lying on his stomach beside the pool. He was vomiting. The chap that threw me in was saying, but I was only fooling. Chap means boy. The boy who had thrown him into the pool, he was saying that he was just making a fun. Fooling means joking. Someone said the kid nearly died. Someone was saying that the kid was about to die. He had a narrow escape. Be all right now, let's carry him to the locker room. After that, William Douglas was taken to the locker room to change his clothes. Several hours later, I walked home. After many hours, William Douglas went home. I was weak and trembling. He was extremely weak and he was shivering. I shook and cried. He trembled and cried when he lay on the bed. I couldn't eat that night. He was not able to take dinner. For days, a haunting fear was in my heart. Haunting means continually coming again and again. The fear came again and again in his heart. The slightest exertion upset me. Slightest means very little. Exertion means tiredness, made him sad. Upset means sad. Making me wobbly in the knees. Wobbly means shaky. His legs started shaking and sick to my stomach means he was feeling like vomiting. He was not able to digest anything. I never went back to the pool. I feared water. I avoided it whenever I could. He was afraid of water and he avoided water whenever it was possible. A few years later, when I came to know the waters in the Cascades means steep waterfalls journey. After many years, he went to the Cascades. I wanted to get into them and he wanted to enjoy Cascades. Whenever I did, whether I was wading the Titan or bumping river, wading means paddling. Whether he tried to paddle in the Titan or bumping river or bathing in warm lake is the lake of hot water, or he tried to take a bath in warm lake of Goat Rocks is the largest series of valleys and ridges. The terror that had seized him in the pool would come back. The same terror came in his mind again. It would take possession of him completely. Take possession means capture him completely. His legs would become paralyzed, means unable to move. Icy horror would grab his heart. Icy horror means cold water in the swimming pool would capture his heart. This handicap stayed with me as the years rolled by. Handicap means weakness. This weakness continued as the time passed. Rolled by means passed. In canoes on main lakes, canoes is a type of boat that is flat boat. It is run by only 2 or 1 man. Main lakes are the lakes in US. About 6,000 main lakes are there. Whether he went in canoes for fishing landlocked salmon. Landlocked salmon is a type of fish. Bass fishing in New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the state of US. Whether he went to New Hampshire for bass fishing. Bass is a type of fish. Trout fishing on Deschutes and Metolius in Oregon. Oregon is the name of state. Deschutes and Metolius are famous rivers. Trout is the variety of fish. Fishing for salmon in the Columbia. Columbia is the river. And whether he went for salmon fishing at Bumping Lake in the Cascades or he went at Bumping Lake, wherever he went, the haunting fear of the water followed him. Haunting means troubling again and again. The same fear troubled him again and again. It ruined his fishing trips, deprived him of the joy of canoeing, boating and swimming. Ruined means spoiled. All the fishing trips were spoiled. He couldn't enjoy canoeing, boating and swimming. Canoeing is a type of boating. I used every way I knew to overcome this fear. William Douglas adopted every way to overcome his fear. But it held me firmly in its grip. But the fear captured him firmly in its grip. Finally, one October, I decided to get an instructor and learn to swim. On 1 October, he appointed an instructor to teach him how to swim. I went to a pool and practiced 5 days a week. He went to the pool and he practiced 5 days a week, an hour each day. He used to practice 1 hour each day. The instructor put a belt around me. The instructor put a belt around Douglas. A rope attached to the belt went through a pulley that ran on an overhead cable. A rope was attached to the belt. That rope went through the pulley. Pulley means chakri. And that cable was attached to the overhead cable. Cable is a type of rope. It held on to the end of the rope and we went back and forth across the pool. The second end of the rope was caught by the instructor and they went back and forth across the pool. Back means forward, front and forward. Hour after hour, day after day, week after week. So many hours, days and weeks passed. On each trip across the pool, a bit of panic seized me. On every trip, the same panic captured him. Seized me means captured him. Each time the instructor relaxed his hold on the rope, I went under. Some of the old terror returned and my legs froze. Whenever the instructor loosened the rope, relaxed the rope, he went into water. His legs started freezing. It was 3 months before the tension began to slack. Slack means lessen. After 3 months, he started feeling comfortable. His tension reduced. Then he taught me to put my face under water and exhale. After that, the instructor taught Douglas how to put face in water and exhale, and to raise my nose and inhale, and how to bring nose out of water and inhale. Saans lena और छोड़ना. I repeated the exercise hundreds of times. He repeated the exercises of inhaling and exhaling hundreds of times. Bit by bit, I shed part of the panic. Bit by bit means step by step, gradually, slowly. He removed his terror when his head went under water. Next, he held me at the side of the pool. Next, the instructor took him to the side of the pool and had me kick with my legs. And he taught Douglas how to make kicking with legs. For weeks, I did just that. For many weeks, he just practiced kicking with the legs. At first, my legs refused to work. In the beginning, his legs doesn't work, but they gradually relaxed. But slowly, the legs felt comfortable. Finally, I could command them. Finally, he was able to do perfect kicking with the legs. Thus, piece by piece, he built a swimmer, and when he had perfected each piece, he put them together into an integrated whole. Piece by piece means bit by bit, slowly. The instructor told all the exercises, whether it was going in water and coming out, whether it was the exercise of exhaling and inhaling, whether it was kicking at the side of the pool. Then he put all the exercises together, means integrated means put together, practice all the exercises in one go. In April, he said, now you can swim. Dive off. Dive off means jump. And swim the length of the pool, crawl stroke. Crawl stroke is the swimming stroke, that is in which crawling is done in water. I did. The instructor was finished. The instructor had finished his work. He has taught completely. But I was not finished. But the work of Douglas was not finished. He was not satisfied. He had to do much practice. I still wondered if I would be terror-stricken. When I was alone in the pool, he was thinking, wondered means thinking, that he would be afraid when he would go to the pool alone. I tried it, and he tried that. I swam the length up and down. He swam the pool up and down. Tiny wastage means at small scale, in miniature. The old terror returned. But now I could frown and say to terror. He was able to make frowning, and he was able to frighten the fear. Here to you, off I would go for another length of the pool. Whenever he was afraid, he would change the direction of the pool. This went on until July. Up to July, he did the same. But I was not still satisfied. But William Douglas was not satisfied up to now. I was not sure that all the terror had left. He was not convinced that all the terror had gone. So I went to Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the state, Lake Wentworth. He went in Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire. Dived off. Dived off means jumped. A dock. Dock means shore of the lake. Triggs Island. He dived off from the shore of Triggs Island and swam 2 miles across the lake to Stamp Act Island. After swimming 2 miles, he reached Stamp Act Island. I swam the crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, and backstroke. These are the strokes which are used while swimming. Only once did the terror return. Only one time he was afraid, when he was in the middle of a lake. I put my face under and saw nothing but bottomless water. Once again, when he put his face in water, he saw limitless water. The old sensation returned in miniature. Sensation means feeling of fear. Feeling of fear once again came at small scale. Miniature means at small scale. I laughed and said, but William Douglas laughed and told Mr. Terror, what do you think you can do to me? It fled and I swam on. He shouted that he would not be afraid of fear once again. Yet I had residual doubts. Residual means remaining. Remaining doubts were there now also. At my first opportunity, I hurried west. Hurried means went hurriedly. Then he went hurriedly towards west, went up the Titan to Concord Meadows. Titan is the river in Concord Meadows. Concord Meadows are fields of grass. In Concord Meadows, he went to Titan Lake up the Concord Creek Trail. Concord Creek Trail. He reached Concord Creek Trail to Mid Glacier. Glacier is the accumulation of ice which moves with its own weight, and camped in the high meadows by the side of warm lake. Meadows are the grass fields. By the side of warm lake in the grass he camped. Camped means to set up a tent. The next morning I strived means removed his clothes, dived into the lake, dived means jumped into the lake and swam across to the other shore, came back to the other shore by swimming, just as Doug Copron used to do. Doug Copron is the name of a famous swimmer who is known by everyone. I shouted with joy. William Douglas shouted with joy, and the Gilbert Peak returned the echo. Echo means repeated sound. Same sound was repeated by Gilbert Peak. I had conquered my fear of water. Now he was able to conquer his fear of water. The experience had a deep meaning for me. William Douglas tells the readers himself that experience had a deep meaning for him. Only those who have known stark terror, stark means utter, complete terror, and conquered it can appreciate. Those people who had gone through stark terror, they can appreciate his efforts. In death there is peace. He was able to know that death was peaceful. There is terror only in the fear of death. What frightens us, that is the fear of death. As Roosevelt knew when he said, the Roosevelt president used to say, all we have to fear is fear itself. Only we are afraid of fear. Because I had experienced both the sensation of dying, sensation means strong feeling. He had experienced the feeling of dying and the terror that fear of it can produce. He had gone through the terror that the fear of death can produce. The will to live, will means strong desire to live somehow grew in intensity means at extreme scale. He had strong desire to live because now he doesn't want to die. At last I felt relaxed. He felt comfortable, free to walk the trails. Trails means tracks. Now he was able to move on the tracks and climb the peaks. Peaks means top of the mountains. He could climb the peaks and to brush aside fear. He was able, brush aside means remove away, to remove away fear. Totally, complete, comfortable because he was decided, determined, patience, perseverance. He was able to conquer his fear of water. In the same way, we must face the challenges and we must accept them. Only then we can conquer those challenges. Okay.